Think about the diamond, that glittering stone on engagement rings across the world. We've been told it's precious, rare, and the ultimate symbol of love. But what if every single one of those things is a lie? That diamond on her finger didn't come from a fairy tale. It came from one of the most calculated deceptions in human history, so perfectly executed that billions of people still believe it today without ever questioning it. This wasn't romance. This was a cold business decision made by powerful men in a dark boardroom who needed the world to believe something that simply wasn't true, and they pulled it off for over 100 years. This is the real history of diamonds, not the version they sell in jewelry stores, the true version, full of blood, greed, and genius. By the time this ends, you will never look at a diamond the same way again. To understand diamonds, we go back not hundreds, but 3 billion years, before humans, before life itself. Deep inside our planet, under unimaginable heat and pressure, something extraordinary was happening.
Pure carbon atoms were crushed under 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit at pressures 700,000 times that of Earth's surface. Those atoms had no choice but to bond into the hardest, most perfect structure in all of nature. For billions of years, these diamonds lay hidden, buried miles beneath our feet, silent, waiting, until 1867, when a 15-year-old boy named Erasmus Jacobs picked up a shiny pebble by the Orange River in South Africa. That one small stone would reshape continents, start devastating wars, enslave millions, and create the most profitable lie in human history, all from a pebble by a river in Africa. But before that discovery, diamonds had already enchanted kings and emperors for thousands of years, and it all began in one place, India. The first diamonds were discovered in the rivers of Golconda, India, over 6,000 years ago. Traders would sift through riverbeds by hand, searching for that one magical stone. Ancient Hindus believed diamonds were created when lightning struck rocks. They called them Vajra, the thunderbolt of the gods. To own one was to hold divine power itself. Warriors embedded diamonds into their armor, believing they made them invincible in battle. Kings wore them as a warning, a symbol that said, "I cannot be defeated." For centuries, India was the only source of diamonds on Earth, which made them truly beyond price. Merchants traveled months across dangerous roads just to trade a single stone. The most famous of these was the Koh-i-Noor, meaning mountain of light, a diamond so magnificent, so powerful, that it was said to carry a terrible curse. Every man who owned the Koh-i-Noor lost his kingdom. Every empire that seized it eventually fell. Mughals, Persians, Afghans, all destroyed, one by one. Today, it sits locked inside the British Crown Jewels in London, and Britain, to this day, has never returned it. Some say the curse is still very much alive. Now, back to 1867, South Africa. That pebble Erasmus picked up was confirmed as a diamond. Word spread fast, and what followed was absolute madness. Within months, 50,000 men descended on South Africa from every corner of the world. Farmers, sailors, criminals, dreamers, all chasing one thing, a chance to get rich overnight. The town of Kimberley exploded into existence almost overnight. and at its center, men began digging what would become the largest man-made hole in human history. They called it the Big Hole. Over 50,000 men dug it entirely by hand. No machines, just picks, shovels, and bare determination in brutal African heat, day and night. Hundreds died in tunnel collapses, thousands more from disease and exhaustion. But still they came, because the alternative, a life of poverty, felt even worse than the risk. Among those thousands, one 18-year-old arrived from England, sick with tuberculosis, carrying almost nothing, but burning with an ambition that would change the world forever. His name was Cecil Rhodes, and he didn't just want to find diamonds, he wanted to own them. All of them. Every single diamond on Earth. Through manipulation, ruthlessness, and brilliant strategy, Rhodes systematically bought out every competing miner, one by one, until there was no one left to compete with. By 1888, Cecil Rhodes controlled 90% of the world's entire diamond production. He named his company after two brothers who owned the farm where diamonds were first found, De Beers. But controlling supply wasn't enough, because Rhodes soon discovered a terrifying truth, one that threatened to destroy everything he had built. The terrifying truth was this: diamonds were not rare, not even close. De Beers' warehouses were overflowing with them. If the world found out, prices would collapse overnight. So De Beers did something no company had ever dared before. They didn't just control the supply of diamonds. They decided to control something far more powerful: human desire itself. In 1938, De Beers hired a New York advertising agency called NWA. Their mission was simple but audacious: make diamonds the universal symbol of love and marriage. They planted diamonds in Hollywood films. They gifted them to movie stars. They paid journalists to write about diamond engagement rings as if they had always been a tradition. They hadn't. They convinced the world that a man's love could only be measured in carats, that a bigger diamond meant deeper love, that without a diamond, a proposal simply wasn't real. Then, in 1947, a young copywriter named Francis Geraghty wrote 4 words that would become the most successful advertising slogan in history. 4 words that changed human behavior forever. A diamond is forever. Just 4 words, but pure genius, because forever meant you must never resell your diamond. And if nobody resells, De Beers controls the market, always. They made reselling a diamond feel emotionally wrong, like betraying your marriage, like putting a price on love itself. It was manipulation disguised as romance. They even invented the rule that a man must spend 2 months' salary on an engagement ring, a rule they completely made up, and the world simply accepted it without question. In just 2 decades, diamond engagement rings went from rare luxury to absolute social requirement. In America alone, diamond sales jumped by 55%. They then targeted Japan, where diamond engagement rings were virtually unknown. Within just 13 years, over 70% of Japanese brides wore one, an entire culture changed by advertising. De Beers had pulled off the greatest marketing coup in history. They hadn't just sold diamonds, they had manufactured human desire and disguised it as ancient tradition. But behind every sparkling diamond, there was a darkness that De Beers never wanted you to see.
a darkness soaked not in glamour but in real human blood. In the mines of Sierra Leone, Angola, and Congo, men, women, and children worked in conditions that can only be described as modern slavery, digging with bare hands for pennies. A diamond worth $10,000 in a New York jewelry store. The miner who risked his life to dig it from the earth received perhaps $1 single, sometimes less. Then rebel groups made a devastating discovery. Diamonds could fund wars. You didn't need a government. You didn't need an army budget. You just needed a mine. In Sierra Leone's brutal civil war, rebels called the RUF committed unspeakable acts near diamond mining regions. Entire villages were destroyed, hundreds of thousands killed. These diamonds, drenched in blood, were then polished, packaged, and shipped, eventually landing in jewelry store displays across America and Europe. Nobody asked where they came from. For decades, this remained hidden until 2006, when a Hollywood film starring Leonardo DiCaprio brought the horror of blood diamonds to the entire world's attention. The world was outraged. Protests erupted. The diamond industry, for the first time, was under serious threat. They were forced to act. In 2003, world governments created the Kimberley process, a certification system designed to stop conflict diamonds from entering the market. It sounded perfect. It wasn't. Critics and human rights organizations say the Kimberley process is deeply flawed, full of loopholes, and that blood diamonds are still reaching your jewelry store right now, today. But now, something is threatening to destroy the diamond industry from the inside, something De Beers never saw coming. And ironically, it proves everything they lied about. Scientists have discovered how to grow a perfect diamond in a laboratory, chemically identical to a mined one. Same hardness, same sparkle, same structure, completely indistinguishable even to experts. And they can grow it in just 6 to 10 weeks, for 70 to 80% less than the price of a mined diamond. The industry that once controlled everything is now in a full-scale panic. Natural diamond prices have already collapsed by over 50% since 2022. Young buyers are choosing lab diamonds, and the decline is accelerating faster than anyone predicted. In desperation, De Beers launched their own lab diamond brand called Lightbox. The same company that spent a century telling you diamonds were rare was now growing them in a machine. And here is the ultimate irony. Lab diamonds don't just threaten De Beers, they expose them. Because if you can grow a perfect diamond in 6 weeks, it was never rare. It was never precious. It was always just carbon. The rarity was always an illusion, carefully manufactured, tightly controlled, brilliantly marketed, maintained by one company for over 100 years. And now, finally, it's falling apart.
The empire built on illusion is cracking, just like the myth itself. And nothing, not even the hardest substance on Earth, lasts forever. So next time someone shows you a diamond, remember what you now know. You're not looking at rarity. You're not looking at love. You're looking at the greatest story ever sold to mankind. A stone formed in chaos, pulled from the earth by enslaved hands, marketed through calculated lies, and sold to the world as the ultimate symbol of eternal love. The diamond didn't change, we did. We believed what we were told, we never questioned it. But now, for the first time in history, the truth is finally catching up with the lie.
This was the history of diamonds. If this changed how you see the world, you know what to do. Subscribe to Crust and Chronicle, because every beautiful thing has a dark side.